Alright, what is up, my entertainment junkies? And we are doing another reaction. This one is 20% of the men have given up.
What's up, y'all? Got a banger from Gerber Johnson. Let's get straight into it.
Have you ever loved somebody and they broke your heart?
Yes, I have. 7th grade was rough for me.
Okay, that would...
Oh.
Alright. So, I'm gonna say it this way. Whatever your kinks are, good on you. I really don't want to hear about them. I do not shame you for having the kinks, but openly displaying them like this? We need to bring back kink shaming, y'all. I mean, cool, you like feet. Whatever, keep it in your privacy. Don't freaking publish it out to the world, you freaking weirdo. Like I said, I do not kink shame for you having it, just for you displaying it.
Millions of people
I do not apologize.
Hey Gerber, why are you always talking about all this incel stuff? What do you not have any bitches? Here's the thing about this question. It's a very interesting question. In that no one ever seems to ponder the possibility that maybe it's that don't have me. Anyways, I decided to talk to a...
Okay. That's the kind of attitude that will get him the girl who he wants. If you haven't seen the short, told y'all the secret to being confident, and it is walk into a room like you have the biggest dick in there and dare somebody to tell you otherwise. That kind of confidence will go a long way. For my viewers who do not know, incel means involuntary celibate. And truthfully, it's a blessing in disguise because it's going to eventually turn into they don't have a high body count, so they don't sleep around, and they're going to make them seem more desirable. And then voluntary celibate. Good on you, too.
dating therapist to see if I could find a good match. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm a decently handsome guy. I try to put an effort to my appearance. I work out, whatever. It's just, I don't really know where to start.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Does this guy look like he's a dating the specialist?
That guy looks like a
Honestly,
pimp.
man, come on.
You know, where to meet girls. I'm just struggling.
Tell me about what kind of girls you're going after. Like, what are you looking for in a woman?
We make
What is he even drinking? HOPL. What the fuck is that?
half white, half Asian.
You're Asian?
Thighs. Bow. Nice rack. Bing bang. Big tit.
Alright, nope.
Tall. Like taller than me, 6 foot tall.
He is not getting that.
130 plus IQ, 32 inch vertical.
Jesus.
No tattoos. Debt free. Virgin.
Okay. God, this video is 20 minutes. That is way too picky. Look, if you want to have those, it's like my standards are. How should I say this? If you want standards like that, it's good on you. Don't go bitching about being single if you have those standards. Lower your standards if you're sick of being single, because your standards are probably too high. Now, if your standards are a body count lower than my virgin, or a body count lower than mine, stuff like that, those are probably standards you shouldn't be giving up on. But these physical characteristics, you should probably get rid of some of those standards. Now, if it's a character, how they are, like how they behave, like you want a dominant man who will open the door and be gentle and old school chivalry, yeah, you should never get rid of those standards. But if you want a man who is 6'3" and a 6-figure job, yeah, those are probably standards you should the first ones you should back down from once you're sick of being lonely. But if you're okay being alone and single, have whatever fucking standards you want.
Did I say big, you said big rack, right?
Said big rats, yeah.
Yeah, so that's about it.
Women, they date up. So, what you have to do is you have to schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. The type of woman that you want has to have either 2 or 3 of these mental disorders.
No. Nope. Don't stick your dick in crazy. If she's getting therapy for it, that's fine, but if they're undiagnosed or untreated, nope. Stay away. Yeah, this guy's a quack.
Everyone with auras,
Wait, what?
they have
Oh yeah, and also, just like you have a preference, women might have a preference. I know plenty of women who would love to date, who only exclusively date guys who are shorter than 5 foot, and they're like 5'8". I have had a lot of them tell me that they would date me if I was 5 inches shorter. So there's a preference for everyone. Eventually, you talk to enough people, your preferences will align.
a roster. And in order to create a roster, you need to pray after mentally disabled women. Let's be real. You're white. You're pasty. You are.
This guy's a freaking quack.
You are vanilla. You have 0.
Alright, I'm gonna tell you this. All he has to do is get a tan. He won't pull the exact chick he's looking for, but he will start pulling chicks if he gets tan.
Flavor. There is 0 seasonings how to manipulate an autistic woman. And that's what
Hey, wait, is this guy being for real? How to manipulate an autistic woman? Bro, this man should never be giving any advice.
because the dark triad is quite literally black.
No, you don't. You're not advanced yet for the Dark Triad bedroom game.
When you meet an autistic woman, and this is obviously going to be after you've blackmailed, right?
Yeah.
After I have this course, it's going to tell you everything that you need to know about using the dark triad and also the female triad that I told you about earlier. And on top of that, it's going to
Alright, here's what you do. You make a list of characteristics of your ideal, if you could build it her yourself, 100%, that's the girl you want. Then number the characteristics, all those characteristics, from 1 as in the most desirable to whatever number that means the least desirable. Look around, people you know, friends of family, stuff like that, and you can't find anybody, and your roots are already roots are already there, you're not planning on leaving, start Xing them out one by one until you find someone who matches. And obviously if you get to the ones that you are no-go, I'm never getting rid of, maybe it's time for you to move. But I would tell you this, meeting girls online, they are shooting for the top 10%. Because there's nothing to go off of other than picture, profile, and what you do. So that's just my advice on how to do it. Meeting people in person is infinitely better. If you want a younger boyfriend or girlfriend, move to a college town. You don't find anybody who matches that, wait 1 year, and you'll have a whole new roster of candidates.
I'm going to teach you all the tricks that you need to take advantage of
He's even laughing. What?
schizophrenia. The full course is going to be roughly $998.86. It is a big investment.
This motherfucker's a scam artist. Don't fall for these people. Don't fall for these. Don't fall for these. Oh, I can make your life better. It's gonna cost X amount. Truthfully, if it's gonna cost $5 to $20, try it for a month because that's not that big of a thing. But these expensive ones, I can almost guarantee don't work. Because if it was really that successful, he would make more, dropping the price to something more affordable, because it would draw in more customers and it would eventually make more money than the $900, almost $1,000 plan.
But
Bro, you can cut my ebook for $10. That is way better than that.
I need you.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about. $10. If it doesn't work, you're out $10. If it does work, you're good. So you need, if you want to sign up for these things, are you willing to just throw that money away for that small chance? It's like the lottery. I pay $3. I have the potential to get my $3 back. I have the potential to make millions. So it's just, I know, and if I don't get anything, hey, I'm out $3.
Cool.
To get
Should
your
I invest in it so that you can be invested in this course? You know.
Bro, that is the worst advice I've ever seen. The dark triad. Does somebody want a Chunola? So
Yeah.
creative choice is a Chunola. Shout out to Purina for making these.
What the hell's a Genoa?
Wait.
I guess it's a dog treat?
Free. Go to your place. Horrible advice. Absolutely horrible. The dark triad, preying on women that have mental disorders. No.
Is
the
that a
only thing
bone?
I would say, if you want to get a chick, first of all, you need to be something that attracts chicks, right? You need to be mentally stable, physically fit, financially fit.
You don't need to be all three of those things. Mentally stable, yes, that is the one that you have to be. Financially and physically fit, you have to be one or the other, but you don't have to be both. It's better if you are both, because if you're financially fit, then you're good. Financially, why did I say financially fit? If you're financially stable, because I don't understand why he says financially fit, then you can provide. And biologically, that's what women want, is a provider. If you're physically fit and not financially stable, then guess what? You're fit. There's a lot of jobs that require a lot of manual labor, and if you weren't physically fit, you wouldn't be able to do it. So you can have to be emotionally stable, mentally stable. That's a definite, but you can be either physically fit or financially stable, or both. But
You get that, then women will come to you. You're going to be like a magnet. You chase women and they run. Some of the worst advice, especially from a younger guy, I can tell he doesn't get a lot of play. He's just trying to prey on guys to sell them a course. It's awful. dude.
yeah,
Absolutely
that's how
awful.
most of them are.
This general social survey graph from 2018.
Ah.
You probably
Okay,
have
so see, bro, insane chart, young male virginity on the rise, 27%. God, that's a lot.
That's ultimately going to be a game changer. Like I said, eventually it'll come to the lower the body count, the higher your worth in the dating pool. Because on the female's end, you haven't been ran through by 20 dudes. How do I do this to make it somewhat family friendly? And it shows that you have standards and you aren't as worn out. I think that was good enough. And on the male side, it shows the woman that, hey, he can control himself. He can stay committed. So ultimately, that's gonna be a good thing. I wonder what female virginity is. I have got to change that. Female virginity rate. Chart. Alright. That's the male one. Average age to lose virginity. Oh, here's one that's aligned with that. I'm gonna, yep, red's women. 17% of women are virgins. Wait, has it always been like that? Well, I guess there would, historically, has been more males than females. But yeah, if you look at this closely, alright, that works. If you look at this closely, fuck off. Tim, it looks like it bounces somewhat. It's about even right there. It's higher for women. More women are virgins. Men are more men, more women. Same, more women, more men. But now, it's going it's diverging instead of intersecting. The peak right here is still not touching the men. I think this is a good thing. But also, one, this is reported, and two, we are having a lot more people, which means a lot more sample sizes and all that good stuff. Competition.
Young men driving the decline 6. Goodness gracious.
The updated version of 2022. The older graph shows that male virginity has supposedly skyrocketed since 2012. But the newer one shows
That's when
that
Tinder came out.
since then it has plummeted. I, like many other people, even recently,
Yeah, I don't like that graph.
surmised that this was an ongoing trend, only getting worse, especially because it was pre-pandemic. Let's just say the rate of growth was consistent. If we would extend the graph to 2022, the number would be around 38.
No, it wouldn't. It would have stagnated.
Maybe it was just a blip. All in, bitch. Is this whole idea of an growing incel population?
Great.
Women only wanting to engage with jazz, leaving many men to be virgins. Some sort of
No.
illusion, a way of chronically online men to project their own failures onto a larger societal problem. As the saying goes, misery loves company. Is there actually a rising virginity rate? Are more and more men becoming incels? How many incels are there actually?
I don't think it's incel. I think it's a small, minute portion of virgins are actually incels, and most of them are, I don't want to deal with women, I don't want to deal with dating, it's too much of a hassle, everything's too expensive, and, or the religious side of, I'm waiting for marriage, or the more cynical side of, hey, I can't trust these bitches, they're gonna trap me into a pregnancy, and then I'm financially fucked for the rest of my life. But that's probably the reason. Most of them are probably actually just voluntary for one reason or other.
You'll find out in this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Lookatthedead.com for merch. How is it that in
We need a king shame.
2018, the virginity rate was almost 1/3 of all men, but in 2022, it plummeted? That doesn't even make sense post-COVID. Well, the truth is that these general social study surveys...
Yes, that makes sense. If you go long enough without interaction with your preferred sex, then all of a sudden a 4 out of 10 will start looking like a 9 out of 10. It's really weird. It's because our desires are so high, and yeah. But also, right after the pandemic ended, everything opened up, horny motherfuckers finally got out of their house, and both sides, so kind of makes sense. Plus, even though it's less than legal, escorts exist, and if someone gets so desperate, they will pay for it.
have quite a low sample size. Better data sets with over 10 times the sample size show that virginity is steadily increasing very marginally. It's not nearly as sensational.
Okay,
as
that's
2018
growth.
graph
That's
that we
the
found.
graph
Also,
looks actually
this graph, the
decent.
rates between men and women are quite similar and following the same trend. Now, again, these are all surveys. It's not like scientists are running around gathering the fiber off of these guys' scrotums to
Actually, I'm gonna assume that this is. I'm gonna do worldwide, even though I'm gonna assume that's only in the U.S. I am going to kill myself. Alright, world population 2024. No, hey, our fertility rate is still 2. That's great. I need to know female versus male. And we have a lot of people in this damn country. Fuck it. Time to be more specific, and fuck you. Population, women, and men. 7 billion with 4 billion men and 3... Okay, so yeah. That would mean... the women's virginity should be higher.
prove concretely whether or not they're getting laid. Okay, they could be lying. There could be a Hawthorne effect going on here. Like,
Okay,
it would
nope.
be dishonest
What's the
to
Hawthorne
be
effect?
lame. Okay, they could be lying. There could be a Hawthorne effect.
The alteration of behavior by the subjects of a study due to the awareness they are being observed.
Going on here.
Yeah.
But it would be dishonest.
Anonymous study.
Going on
What's your gender?
this new
Have you had
graph
sex?
When everybody on the internet took the 2018 General Social Survey graph at complete face value, people will on the internet
Oh, yeah, that.
latch on to the most sensational, extreme data there is, even though it's far from the best. And then I did the same thing, drawing all these conclusions. And I mean, there is a slight trend going on, but it's not that crazy. In actuality, you might just be a fucking loser. So, are incels bad?
Okay then.
Let's skip to this part where he talks about how many incels there actually
So,
are.
how many incels are there actually? Some people would posit that they don't exist, that any man
No, they
if he
exist.
tries hard enough can find a partner if he just does the right things, as if human sexuality
What happened to her
is
eye?
moral and fair and there's no genetic factors involved. There are some people, some true cells, they're called,
True cells.
in the sort of incel vernacular. Men with autism have a very high chance of being a virgin. I don't
Oh,
think
yeah,
it's
because
many
they don't
people's
learn how
place
to
sit there and
actually
gaslight these
communicate
guys
with
when
people.
they're on fundamentally different social wavelengths, so they're valid. Life circumstances do produce genuine incels, but there aren't a lot of them. They're actually relegated to the bottom percentages of men. Not like many people would claim that the bottom
Well, you guys have seen Love on the Spectrum, right? It's really tough for those guys and girls. So I don't know. I can definitely see how if you are autistic, it's a little bit tougher just because you're socially awkward.
or go get drunk enough to be sociable and pork a four. If you haven't, it might sort of eat away at you. You might think it's way more impactful and better than it actually is. But if you do it, you realize there's nothing there. It's quite pointless and kind of gross. So I'm not
Yes. Just having sex with somebody for the sake of having sex with them, I would recommend not doing it. I wouldn't even recommend just making out with a total stranger. Although that could lead to actual dating, so that is more preferable than just screwing a random person.
technically celibate, and despite what the internet would tell you with cherry-picked bad data, most men aren't. But it's not like these goofy internet words actually mean anything anyways.
Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think most men are incels, or do you think most men are voluntarily celibate, which would be a volcel?
I have
A vocel. Vocel versus incel. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think?
Vocel. What the?
But does this mean that there are no
Everybody has.
legitimate rights?
I am getting sick of that fucking doll.
Points raised by these guys. Is dating today completely fine, and you're just a loser if you have problems with it? I suppose it would
Alright.
be fair to call me an incel.
Yep, nope. I can't do that doll anymore. I'll have the original video in the... Well... The Levi Nichs show video in the description. If you want to continue watching it, do that. I can't stand this doll anymore. Okay, that's better. So, thumbs up if you liked the video. Thumbs down if you didn't. Subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.